Here we have found a dead standing paper birch. Using materials from a dead tree allows us to harvest without harming the tree. Even though the tree is no longer living, it still provides habitat for animals and birds.
It's important to show respect when you're collecting from the forest. Many First Nations offer tobacco as a gift in return for the material they collect.
Jay, get in there, grab somebody.
Here we are digging a hole that will hold our collection jar later on.
Find a can that doesn't have any plastic lining, which is getting pretty hard to do these days, but we managed to find some out of a sauerkraut can. Then you gotta dig a pit here so that this can fits inside, and then put the lid on so you don't get any dirt into it, which could contaminate your tar that you're creating. And this pit we're gonna fill with sand, and it's gonna insulate the tar that's gonna be collected in this jar from the rest of the fire, so it won't spoil it.
Watch out, buddy.
Get over here.
Come here. Hey. Kid.
Here's the can that we've packed full of birch bark. It's a clean paint can, and it's important to not have a lined paint can. I picked this up from a local paint store, and they are airtight, which is important for this. You punch a hole in the lid, and that's where the tar will drain out of. And place it upside down on top of the can that we've buried. Once the materials are consumed inside, the tar will accumulate in the can below.
One of the great things about birch bark is that it's also a very good natural fire starter because of the fentanyl oils that are present in the birch. Try and get some more paper pieces. That bag's good.
Traditional lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a good one. Nailed it.
Over 2 hours, the heat inside the airtight can becomes so hot that the bark is consumed. All the smoke is contained and the vapor condenses into oil, which drains into the collection jar.
The fire is dying out. We move the coals away from the can in order to check the tar.
We lift the top can carefully. Any ash dropping into the oil may lower the quality.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You put it down, bro. Yeah.
After collecting the birch oil, to turn it into tar, you need to reduce it by boiling off any excess water. If you're not careful, this can happen.
Yeah.
Luckily, we didn't ruin our tar by lighting it on fire. Now we cool it off to see if it has reduced into the proper consistency. If not, we can put it back in the fire.
Kiddo, no.
Oh.
Hey.
So here's the end product, the birch tar. After letting it cool down, it starts to harden up because it's like a thermoplastic material. And we're just transferring it to this other stick so that it's convenient to use whenever we need to use it. Hey, Kato! Edit, yeah. I did record that. Edit? Edit. And fine, salute. Next take.
You don't film that kind of right?
Yeah, you do. Super real, for sure.